Agent Kethare adjusted her thermal camouflage as she crouched in the ventilation shaft of the human colony ship. The mission parameters had been clear: infiltrate, gather intelligence, extract. Simple reconnaissance. The Galactic Council needed to understand these newcomers who had appeared at the edge of known space barely 3 cycles ago. The Elders were fools, her commander had briefed her before deployment. Paranoid relics clinging to ancient warnings. Humans are primitives, barely achieved faster-than-light travel. This will be routine. But as Kethare monitored the conversation in the security hub below, routine felt like a dangerous underestimation. Target acquired, a human officer said, fingers dancing across holographic displays. Tracking signature matches Xanathi stealth technology. Deck 7, ventilation system. Kethare's 3 hearts seized. Impossible. Her camouflage was military-grade, designed to fool sensors 1,000 years more advanced than anything humans possessed. She remained perfectly still, controlling her breathing through secondary lungs. Deploying countermeasures, another human responded. The air around Kethare shimmered. Her suit's display erupted in warnings. They were flooding the ventilation system with a resonance frequency that destabilized her camouflage field. Technology they shouldn't have. Couldn't have. She activated her emergency beacon and moved, swift and silent through the ductwork. Behind her, she heard the mechanical whir of pursuit drones. Human voices coordinated through their primitive radio systems, yet their efficiency rivaled the best galactic military operations. All exits sealed, a voice crackled. Subject is contained. Kethare dropped into a maintenance corridor, her suit now visible, flickering uselessly. She reached for her neural disruptor, only to find it missing. During entry. They'd known. They'd stripped it with a localized electromagnetic pulse so subtle she hadn't even noticed. Agent Kethare of the Xanathi Intelligence Corps. The voice came from speakers overhead, speaking perfect Xanathi, accent and all. Please proceed to conference room 7 Alpha. We've been expecting you. Every instinct screamed trap, but she had no options. The corridor offered no alternate routes. When she entered the conference room, a single human sat waiting, a woman with silver-streaked hair and unsettlingly calm eyes. Coffee, the woman offered, gesturing to a steaming cup. We synthesized it to Xanathi biochemistry. Should be safe. How did you know you were coming? Detect your infiltration. Neutralize your equipment. The woman smiled. Agent Kethare, your elders tried to warn the Council 30 years ago. They'd encountered human vessels at the Kepler frontier. They said humans were dangerous. Unpredictable. The Council dismissed them as xenophobic. Kethare's mind raced. The Kepler incident, classified, buried in archives. The Elders had lost an entire reconnaissance fleet. The official report blamed navigational errors. The Elders were right, the woman continued. But not in the way they thought. We're not dangerous because we're aggressive. We're dangerous because we adapt. We learn. We had 3 decades to study every piece of galactic technology that passes through neutral space. Every discarded component. Every energy signature. We reverse-engineered, improved, and innovated. She slid a data chip across the table. This contains everything we know about the Council's intelligence network. Fleet positions. Diplomatic codes. We've been inside your systems for 5 years. Kethare stared at the chip, then at the human. Why tell me this? Because the Council is about to make a terrible mistake. They're planning to quarantine human space, viewing us as a potential threat. That quarantine will fail, and the resulting conflict will cost billions of lives. The woman's expression hardened. We don't want war, Agent. But we won't be caged either. The Elders tried to warn them that humans should never be underestimated. They were right. But perhaps there's still time to listen. She stood. Your ship is in Bay 12. Unharmed. Take the data chip. Convince them. Because if they try to contain us by force. She didn't finish the sentence. She didn't need to. Hours later, as Kethare's stealth ship jumped to hyperspace, she clutched the data chip and thought of the Elder's warnings, dismissed as paranoia. The humans had let her go. Had given her proof of their capabilities. Not as a threat, but as a plea. She opened a quantum channel to Council intelligence. Priority Alpha transmission. The Elders were right. Request immediate cessation of quarantine protocols. We need to talk. In the silence that followed, she wondered if anyone would listen this time, or if it was already too late.